Last month, I found not one, not two, but 3 different winning products that I'm currently scaling to over 100K a month using the same exact strategy. And today, I'm going to reveal the exact tool I use to find these products, what filters I like, how I evaluate products before I sell them, and even find a winning product live right in front of your eyes in 5 minutes or less. And because I'm not your ex-girlfriend and I'm really a chill guy, I don't want to blue balls you. The tool is Calidata, and I love it because in the past, the best method to find winning dropshipping products was usually taking winning products on Facebook and marketing them to a blue ocean on TikTok. But with Calidata, you have all these new winning products on TikTok Shop that you can market to a new ocean of people on TikTok ads and Facebook ads. It's like an Uno reverse card on what was already working in the past. Now on Calidata, the only section that matters is the product section, where you're going to play around with different filters to see different types of products that you may be interested in. Now, my favorite filter right now is 30 to 100K in revenue, because that way you know all these products are validated, but they're not too saturated yet. They have video ads, so that way you can rip those ads when testing on Facebook or TikTok. It's a growing revenue trend, so you know that product is right now picking up in sales, and the average unit price is 15 to 70. That way, the product is an impulse buy that doesn't require people to do too much thinking before buying. So now you need to know if a product you're seeing is a brand or a dropshipping product that you can sell. Now, typically the way to tell that is in the title itself. So when you go through these titles, you'll notice a lot of them will have a brand name, so Femi, for instance, and you can see it on the product. So that way you know, okay, this is a brand. But typically in the title for a dropshipping product, it'll just have generic keywords like, yes, 250% density. So this is definitely a dropshipper. If we go to the next one here, video camera, yeah, it's so generic. It doesn't have any branding whatsoever. So it has to be a dropshipper where you can definitely sell this product as well. So let's do some live product research. Now, the first product is these portable heating gloves, which is definitely a dropshipping brand, but I personally do not like seasonal products because I want to scale a product all year round so I can eventually sell the brand and make as much money as possible. So I personally am going to avoid those types of products and any generic product that doesn't really solve a problem. So obviously a lot of these do have brand names. Now this is not a brand name, it's a clothing product. So if you like clothing products, you're going to find a ton of them with this method. Portable projector is a little bit saturated as a concept. Now underwater fishing camera, that's interesting because it's a problem solver. It's got good perceived value. There's tons of different videos and you can easily demonstrate the value of the product. So that would be something I would love to sell, and it has a very niche market. Now scrolling on down, a lot of these products are a little bit generic and a little saturated for me. So magnetic power bank, yeah, there's so many power banks that already exist. Electric ratchet wrench, I'd like to see you say that 3 times fast. Electric ratchet wrench, electric ratchet wrench. I mean, God, that is quite the tongue twister, but good problem solving product, has tons of creatives and is evergreen. That is going to be always something that I'm interested in and has solid AOV. Now going on to the second page, we can see there is a lot of brands. There are some generic products like this flashlight, but that seems like that's going to be something that's not that interesting because there's already so many flashlights. But this human hair wig, I mean, there's only so many types of wigs out there. So again, that's interesting. Portable car jump starter. I love different car products, especially the car tire inflator, the really portable one. I have one of those in my house, and I know there's a brand that's scaled it to over 50 million. So car accessories like that are so useful, great problem solvers, and you can really communicate the value, and people love buying those because everyone's got a car, unless you're a brokey. I swear, if any of you brokies right now sipping on tap water decide to sell this cheap plastic gimmicky product from China that doesn't solve any problem whatsoever, Daddy Dobbins will disown you. You are not going to be able to quit your 9 to 5, get your Porsche 911, and have that gold-digging Latina wife to get your 3D1 babies with if you sell those types of products. It just ain't happening, buddy. But look for problem solvers with high perceived value that sell evergreen. And again, yes, dual dash cam, very, very solid product that adds value to people's lives. So these are the types of products you want to be looking for. Now, hold on a second, cowboy. I hope you've been enjoying this video, but if you want to shortcut the learning curve to scale your brand to $1 grand a day in the next 90 days, especially if you've been dropshipping for a while and you're still losing money and just not seeing the results you want, then I would recommend working with a one-on-one coach. And that's why I'm excited to announce we have 2 new spots open in my BoldyCom program, where you will get a one-on-one coach that you can talk to 24/7 to review your products and make sure you're choosing the right ones instead of the wrong ones that will just waste your time and money, and to evaluate your website and ads to make sure they're high converting and that you are giving every product the best chance to be successful and scale to $1 grand a day in the next 180 days. And if you do not hit that goal, we are the only program in this space that will keep coaching you for free until you do. We have tons of student results of students like Matt and Tim going from 0 to over 10 grand a day. So if you want to work with me directly and have all the resources and frameworks that I use to scale my own brands, then book a call down below with my team and we'll see if we're the right fit to work with you. Now, the next filter I love is looking for more up and coming products that are starting to pick up sales, have tons of creatives, and I can just piggyback off of someone's hard work, scale the the crap out of that product and they get no money whatsoever. I mean, business is war, people. So here are the filters: 5 to 15K, video, growing. So a lot of this is the same except for the revenue is a little less. And then when we go to launch date, these are new products launched within the last 30 days. Now, you can copy these filters exactly or play around a little bit, because let's face it, everyone watching this video is going to copy this same exact filters. So if you're all seeing the same products, that's going to be an issue. So again, tinker a little bit. Maybe you don't do launch within 30 days. Maybe you try different revenue numbers, but it's the same principles where we're looking for titles of products that are generic. So portable creative jellyfish. This is probably a product I wouldn't sell, but it definitely is a dropshipping product. Now, obviously, I wouldn't be interested in selling this type of product because it provides absolutely no value. I mean, it's just a humidifier with a crappy little design. So I would not want to build a brand around that product. But as we scroll down, let's see what we can actually find. Now, a lot of these are branded, I'm not going to lie. But as we scroll down, okay, so we got these tennis walking shoes. Maybe they're specifically for arthritis or some sort of pain point, which would make them interesting. We got, okay, portable electric heater. Now, that's probably more of a winter product, so probably will avoid that. But we got this digital frame. This product is 100% a winner. I think it is so freaking cool. It's got a ton of value, at least sentimentally, for couples. And then as we scroll on down, anything else? Foldable treadmill. Okay, losing weight, fitness, at home. Not too bad of a product. So as you can see, with the myriad of different tabs open, thank God it's not my private browser history or you wouldn't be watching these videos. I personally, when doing product research, like to scroll first and then open as many links as I can, and then I evaluate all my products at once. So when we're going through a listing like this portable car jump starter, I first want to make sure there's sales validation, unless it's the up and coming product. So for this product, 1 million in sales is clearly proven, and we can see that it's evergreens making sales consistently, which is great. Now the next criteria, is it a problem solver? This product definitely is. And do we have at least 5 to 10 pieces of content that we can rip for our own ads or use as clips for product demonstration shots for our own ads that we would make from scratch? Which for this product, it pretty much passes with flying colors. The only thing I'd be a little bit iffy on is just the margins and knowing, okay, what's the perceived value? And there are certain products I would avoid, like, yes, these winter style clothing products for women I don't really like, because again, it's just so short-sighted to me. Then you have these other products like shapewear, which is a great niche. I made good money, but the problem is usually getting the right creatives. You want to have creatives where you don't say that's going to lose weight and it doesn't show too much skin. So if we look at this creative, for instance, I would just click through it and where am I? God, I swear it's like the one from Men in Black. Every time I look at a Latina BBL, I just forget where I am. But with that ad, I mean, I could use those clips. I would just have to cut that part out, because you don't want to be showing too much ass, too much skin. That usually is going to be the main things that gets you banned from Facebook or TikTok ads. But shapewear can be a good product. You just have to know which creatives. Now, finally, I don't really like supplements. I don't really like health products that you actually ingest or put on your skin, because usually those have higher liability to them, especially when it's a product like this for your sensitive parts. I mean, I had to do a double take. I mean, the fact they're doing over 100K a month, geez Louise. I mean, there's a lot of OnlyFans models that clearly are in the market for this. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been with those types of girls, but it's basically like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. But let's evaluate a few other products to see if they match my criteria. All right, so going through these quickly, the flashlight's a little too generic for me. I do like the ratchet wrench. I do like the fishing camera, because those are all unique. I'm not a big fan of clothing products. The video camcorder, again, very generic product in general. And I'm going to avoid the wig because it is a little bit more expensive than I'd ideally like. So now going to the fishing camera. We know it's a problem solver. Let's take a look at the charts. So is it making sales? Now, obviously it just got listed pretty recently, about a month ago, and it is picking up a ton of steam. We know there's tons of creatives out there. So I'd say the next step is we do need to source the product and also look it up on Amazon, just to make sure that the product actually works. We won't deal with a lot of returns and we can get a good margin. And we know it's got a ton of creatives. So on the ad side, we're definitely fine, but we have to know what's the perceived value of this product, because when we're sourcing it, we need to be able to get usually a clean 3x to match my margin rules, which are at least being able to sell the product for $25 and a 3x on your product cost. So I'm going to source this by grabbing the image from Calidata, uploading it to the image search function in both AliExpress and CJ Dropshipping. And on CJ, we can see there is a listing that is basically identical, $23. Now we'll have to see what the shipping cost is, because that is also part of it, and make sure it's the right product. So the display, the bracket, everything here. And as we can see, total cost $37, not too shabby. And on Amazon, when we look up the product to see what the perceived value is, the average listing for underwater fishing cameras is $134. Now on Google Shopping, we can see some of these go for hundreds of dollars. We got $190, $160, $369. So I would say the range of perceived value for this product is about $100 to around $300. So anywhere in between that is a good price range. Now on AliExpress, we're getting some quotes for $45, some for $33. So I would say this is probably going to cost us about $33, and we could sell it for $100 and get that 3x. So that matches my margin rules totally fine, which I love. So the final step would be trying to find a similar listing on Amazon to see, does this product actually work? So I would say this is a very, very similar listing. And typically I want this to be above 4.2, which right here, 4.3, we're solid. That means it's going to be low returns. The product actually works, and we could potentially build a brand around this. So after going through that process, the 4 products I absolutely love that we found in this video in a few minutes was the foldable treadmill, the portable car jump starter, the electric ratchet wrench, and the underwater fishing camera. So I personally like to put all these inside a spreadsheet that looks like this, where I can mark down to make sure that it matches all of my criteria. Now, if you want access to this exact spreadsheet where it has everything you should look for when evaluating a product, then comment spreadsheet down below and I'll send it to you for free. So that's exactly how I find winning products. But if you want to know how to find the best supplier for any product, I'm talking the cheapest product cost and fastest shipping, then I would watch this video next.